We've been out at the strawberry farm today and picking, and these strawberries are smaller than last year, but very juicy. The small ones that are red are some of the sweetest berries I've had ever. Right off the vine, very sweet. And of course my son enjoyed eating while he was out here, but in the short time that we picked 6 quarts, he got really hot, so his cheeks are red and we're ready to go now. My wife picked a lot of strawberries and I did my best to pick as many as I could while we were here too. Beautiful day, nice breeze on a hill, and rolling clouds. What else can I say? It's lovely to be out here in nature. Summer is the time that we always looked forward to, getting out of school and having some time off, and this summer, as all summers, is likely to go by really fast. I'd like to talk today about what it's like to study for these exams and how to be in the right frame of mind. I had just been editing these videos and podcasts, and using the computer I get very forgetful. Once I've finished sitting working for 30 minutes or an hour, I feel scatterbrained and I'll put something down and forget where I placed it. So I think it's something that probably I used to also deal with as a student when I was studying, sitting quite a long time, and then you get up and you don't realize how long you had been sitting. So I'd like to say that doing outdoor activity and seeing green leaves and being outside in nature is very important in times when students are preparing for exams. I have worked in South Korea teaching TOEFL exam preparation, and at that cram school, it was actually my first overseas English teaching experience in Asia. Those students were studying 10 hours a day at the cram school for that exam, and it was quite amazing that some students were able to get a perfect score, and that's a 120 out of 120 on the TOEFL IBT. An impressive feat, no doubt, but they put in a lot of work, and they did it as I've suggested by recording their answers, going over it with the teacher, and then re-recording. So we would really tease out all of those errors that they were making. And with a timed exam, when you're speaking into a microphone, beep tells you when to start, and you're supposed to start speaking for 30 seconds, and if you don't finish your answer, the recording shuts off automatically. And I think that's what some students really like about IELTS. They have the interviewer is face-to-face, so that provides some interaction. Maybe a little bit lower pressure. I'm not really sure, though, because it is quite a lot of pressure when the candidates go into the exam room with the examiner. And the examiner's only there to listen and make notes. So it's a really unique situation. I would say when it comes to preparing, study the strategy, do the practice tests, and enjoy your study. So that's why I suggest extensive reading practice, extensive listening practice, the kinds of things that we do when we are students, and the kind of thing that the exam is trying to see if you can do if you're going to study abroad, for instance, because IELTS is a test for academic English, and you want to demonstrate that you can be successful at a university, and that can be done by scoring above a 7. And I would say the other thing to keep in mind when you're coming up to the test day, because you might feel quite nervous before a test, it's important to be in the habit of getting a good night's sleep, being well rested, and if you're going to a test center, make sure that you're going to have an easy time getting there so there's no stress in arrival. Important to have also some sugar for your brain and a little bit of caffeine. And I think the thing to do is to feel confident in your preparation. So I'd finally like to say best of luck to everyone who's studying now for IELTS.